For problem 7.4 in the demonstration packet, we will be preparing our first financial report called the trial balance. The trial balance is basically a report that shows that the debits equal the credits in the accounts in the general ledger. For most financial reports in accounting, their headings are the same. The first line is typically the who, the company name that we're preparing the financial report for. The second line is the what, so what type of financial report we're preparing. And the third line is the date. So in this case, on the first line, we have the company name, De Maria Surface Center. On the second line, we have the what, and we're creating a trial balance. And on the third line, we have the date, December 31st, and the year. So we have the who, what, and when. So now what we do is we are going to take balances from our general ledger accounts and transfer them over to the trial balance. In problem 7.4, they give you the account balances above. So on the first line, you're going to write the first account, which is cash and bank. You're going to write the account number, 101, the account name, which is cash and bank, and then the normal balance side for cash and bank is a debit. And in this case, it's a debit of $2,000. So you'll put that on the debit side. On the second line, you list the next account. In this case, it's accounts receivable - Kevin White. The account number is 105. The normal balance side for accounts receivable is debit, so we have a debit of $150. You should go ahead and record the remaining accounts. When you get to the last account, you're going to put what's called a single rule, which is a straight line under the last balance recorded. This is called a single rule. That means that we're going to add something. So in this case, we're going to add the two columns, the debit side and the credit side, to see if they equal, to see if our debits and credits equal. If they don't equal, we need to go back to our general ledger and check the balances to see where the mistake is. If they do equal, on the next line you're going to write totals. You're going to put the equal balances, and then you're going to put what's called a double rule. And a double rule is two single lines written under the final balances. And that tells us that the columns have been added, the equality has been determined, and we're ready to move on. So before you total anything, you put a single rule, which is one line. And when you're done and you've checked it and you're sure everything's correct, you put what's called a double rule. So go ahead and finish problem 7.4 and then have me take a look at it.